Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are keeping safe. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. I really appreciate you all. And to my newcomer, if today is your first time of seeing my beautiful face, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to join my family if you like what I do on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to your family members, to your friends, to everyone around you. And thank me later. Now, let's go straight into the video. Ireti Doyle is a Nigerian actor who has built a name for herself over the years. Her daughter is a beauty businesswoman. By the way, the daughter is married. Now, the story is that Ireti, the mother, wrote a disclaimer about her daughter's fraudulent acts because people have been calling her out, letting her know that her daughter has been defrauding them. And in that post, she's like saying all man for themselves. The daughter should bear her consequence because she's her mother doesn't mean that she should support her criminal acts. So because she made this post, trust our Nigerians, trust our people, trust our social media families. They took to their comment section, which is their home, and some were against the woman for putting up such write-up, and some were saying that she did great by doing so. Is she right or wrong? When do parents distance themselves from their children's art? Does the mother love her child still? As a parent, would you share from your child's criminal art? I mean, the punishment. Was it the parent's fault? Where is the integrity at this point? Standing by your child or distancing yourself from your child? What is your duty at this point as a child? These are the questions, the points we'll be looking at in this video, and I'll be giving my opinion on this. Is she right or wrong? Yes, she's right. It's hard, but yes, she's right. I say yes because the child in question is an adult that can make decision for herself. An adult can make the decision of being good or being bad. So yes, she is right, not wrong. When do parents distance themselves from their children's acts? You distance yourself from this child if you have been talking and it looks like your mouth is smelling. When I say your mouth is smelling, if you're talking and the child is not listening to you, when you're talking and the child feels that you are disturbing him or her, then when the child does something bad, distance yourself from that act. Let the child bear the consequences of his or her action. You distance yourself when the child feels that you are not smart or you are old school. You're in the 21st century. We can do whatever we want to do. When the time for the consequences comes, you distance yourself from the child as long as the child is an adult. As a parent, should you share from your child's criminal act? I mean, punishment, the consequences that comes with it. Will you share from it? My answer is yes and no. I say yes because if you are the type that supports your child whenever he or she does something bad, whenever he or she bring something that is not theirs home, if he or she comes and keeps spending money as if they won lottery and you never bother to ask that child where he or she got that money from, if you are the type that you are not concerned about the business of your children, if you are the type that you are not bothered how they make the money, all you are concerned is for them to give you money. If you are that type that you don't care what they do to make that money, if you are that type that don't ask questions or look deep into what your child is doing, that don't caution your children when people report their criminal acts to you, yes, you should partake in the consequences because you partook in the enjoyment. And no, if you are opposite of the yes, you should not partake in their sin. Don't forget to speak out when you see such thing happening. If not, people will drag you. They will ask you, hey, why didn't you say something? Hey, why didn't you say something? Is he not your child? Is she not your daughter? Why didn't you say something? Why didn't you let the public know that what your child is doing is not good? Why didn't you let us know that you are not in support? So make sure you speak out for people to know that you are not in support of what your child is doing. Was it the parents' fault that the child went into crime? I won't say it's a parent's fault because at the end of the day, the child has a decision to make. And when we're talking about child, we're not talking about a young child, we're not talking about a toddler, we're talking about an adult. Adult. At the end of the day, you as an adult, you can make decision for yourself. Do you know that 33 Nigerians were arrested in Texas over fraud? And some of them are above 40 years of age. Would you blame their parents? Was it really their parents' fault? What if their parents gave them the best training, but they decided not to stole that part. My dear, at the end of the day, they had a choice to make, but they decided to choose the one that they wanted. So they should bear the consequences. Again, I think this question is also attached to the one I said yes and no, if the parents should share from the children's punishment. Where is the integrity at this point? Standing with your child or distancing yourself from that child? Where is you as a parent? Where is your integrity? I said in one of my videos titled The Important Factors of Life. If you have not seen that video, kindly check it out. One factor is integrity. One factor of life is integrity. You have integrity, trust me, you have a lot. Good name is better than wealth. For me, in this case of defrauding people of their sweat, distancing yourself from that child for that child to carry their cross is integrity. As a child, what is your duty? Your duty as a child is to keep the family name going. And if that family doesn't have a good name, create one. Create a good name for yourself. Be different. Separate yourself from that negative title. Build it. Stand out in all you do. Protect your family name anywhere you go, with or without your family being around you. Do you know why? Because at the end of the day, the name you are building for yourself, your grandchildren will bear that name. Your great grandchildren will bear that name. Your great great grandchildren will be connected to that name. So build a name for yourself. That is integrity. Does the woman still love her child if she distances herself from her child's criminal acts? Do parents still love their children when they distance themselves from their children? Yes. You distance yourself from their criminal acts. You are not distancing yourself from being their parent, from being their mother. The woman did not distance herself from being the mother of the girl. She only distanced herself from the child's criminal acts. I will advise people to stop thinking that when a parent corrects their child or distance themselves from their child's behavior, criminal behavior, that means that they don't love the child anymore. I believe in some cases, and in this case too, I believe that they are doing this because they want the child to bear the consequences of their action and learn from it. They want the child to take responsibility for their actions, which is another factor of life, taking responsibility for your action. People should remember that in all they do, good or bad, they will still be the one to suffer the consequences. I spoke with a couple of people about this issue, and I realized that many will not do what this lady did. They prefer to cover their children's art up, and they're saying that we are family, we are blood. My question to them was, what about those people that just got scammed? What about the genuine business people that won't get customers because of what people like this have done to them, especially people selling online? What about people that lost their lives because someone else's child scammed them? What about these people? So when they were just talking, this was the questions that I was just asking them, but none of them could give me a tangible reason to back up their response, to convince me enough. None of them could. Now, finally, parent, please stop supporting your children when they are doing something bad, rich or poor. Stop covering them when they do something wrong. Ask them questions about their businesses. Look deep. Ask them questions where they get their finance from. Especially when you know that this child doesn't have something tangible doing. You as a parent, you have to be careful of what you install on your child. You as a child, you have to be careful of the actions you take because this life will have good and bad. Everybody is a child to someone. So as you as a human being, you have the decision to make. It's either you make the good one or the bad one. But in all you do, make sure that the other person is not affected negatively. And for people that keep blaming parents, I understand, like I said in one of the answers, that yes, I blame parents, and no, I don't blame them. And I gave you the reason why I blame parents. But again, we should understand that the children have the choice to make. They have the choice, they have the decision to make. I understand that some parents pressurize their children into doing something bad. And I also understand that as an adult, you have the choice to make. Make that right choice today. Build your name. Create a tangible name for yourself. Create a tangible name for yourself. Don't rely on your parents' name. Create a name for yourself. Let your name speak for you. Let your integrity speak for you. If you are building a business, build it with integrity. Whatever you are doing, build it with integrity. And I will see you all in my next video. I just activated my membership, guys. Thank you. Kindly check out a short video titled Membership Announcement and get all the info you need.